Thank you for joining us. This afternoon, Dr. Jeffrey Lee is speaking about Sea Miracle Superfood for people and their pets. Please join us as the doctor shares some very great information for all.
So the sea vegetables and animals is really a great thing, because one thing is you don't have to worry about the type of dog you have. You can have a small breed, a large breed, and you don't have to adjust the different vitamins and minerals for the different breeds. But also, you don't have to worry about if you have a young animal, an adult animal, or a senior animal, or a pregnant animal. The vitamins and minerals and all the supplements and trace nutrients and the micronutrients, they're all there. It doesn't matter.
Do you see today a big difference in the food supply?
Well, not only today, but all along. I mean, the food that the animals eat are not very nutritious, and a lot of the diseases we see is because of what's being fed to our animals.
But yet everybody's being marketed that they're being told it's natural. So why aren't our benefits?
But if you think about it, I mean, strychnine's natural. I mean, it just, the word means nothing, So that's the beauty of these sea vegetables, but it is natural and it is from the environment, and nothing's done to it, and it absorbs really well, and it distributes through the body really well, and it metabolizes really well, and it excretes. And you get all the nutritional values that you need from these sea vegetables.
So the animals will absorb all that's needed and excrete only what has been managed up to its par tank. Would that be fair to say?
Yeah, you could say that. But it's really efficient. I mean, because it's getting all absorbed. And a lot of the nutrients in the foods and even the supplements that we're giving the animals, it's not being absorbed.
What's the rate of absorption that you see on average, would you say?
Well, I can't be sure of that, but it certainly is increased with the sea vegetables.
What do you see the difference in synthetic absorption versus organic absorption?
Well, there is a big difference. I mean, I'm not sure we get any nutritional value from the synthetic vitamins. I think people and animals, we spend a lot of money on these supplements, and we're not getting anything out of it. And there's really no studies that we are getting anything out of it.
So then it's just a matter of people have been poorly marketed, if you will, because they are buying the products.
They are. And even these foods, not to mention names, but I mean, they're coming out pure, all natural, all this and all that. I mean, they know they've been doing a very poor job, and really the formulations haven't changed that much. They're just giving it different names that we use now to feel comfortable with, and all natural is one of them. You just think when they mention that name that wow, I'm getting a better product, but you're not.
How would the mother, the father, the pet enthusiast be able to determine the values from Sea Miracle versus somebody's marketing campaign that has $20 million in the tank? Is there a way that they can understand?
Well, they're going to see a healthier animal. I mean, they'll be able to tell. I mean, the coat's going to be great. The animal's going to have more energy. They're going to see a difference in their dog or cat.
Or horse in some cases.
Or horses, or really any animals. I mean, see, that's the beauty of the sea vegetables. You don't have to adjust it for species. You don't have to adjust it for breeds. You don't have to adjust it for the age of the animal. It's all there.
That was one question that had come into the company, is they said for reptiles, would the sea vegetables be beneficial? Because it was my understanding from one gentleman, he fed his reptile sea vegetables, the whole varietal, so he thought the liquid would benefit. But I was unable to answer, not knowing if you had tested or if we'd seen or if you knew automatically.
I'm just saying off my head, I would think it's good for any animal.
Excellent.
And-
Would that be
and
considered
people-
for birds as well?
It could be.
Okay.
You know, certainly we'd have to do more studies, but it's really complete for any animal. I mean, it was developed in nature to be nutritious.
That being said, you have suggested in the analysis within the sea vegetables that there's a microcosm explosion that takes place that perhaps you and science cannot identify. Would you explain that a little bit?
And well, if you're talking about the micronutrients,
Yes.
Yeah, so really, you know, today we can only test for so many micronutrients, and as the tests get better, we find more and more what we need. So there's many micronutrients that we don't even know about, and for that reason, I mean, it's another reason where these vitamins just aren't doing it, and that's why, you know, certainly a good diet, and for people, they've noticed a difference when they eat a good, diverse diet.
Now, with Pure Health Defender Corporation, you've been with them for 8 years and doing studies regarding their scalar energy atomic technology. But the sea vegetables, you've been involved with them, I believe you said it was 6+ years. In that 6 years, you've seen development from pets, which is my understanding where they started, and then they went from pets to people. Would you mind sharing what your own benefits have been in taking the nutrients amongst yourself, your family, those you care for?
Well, that's right. Well, me taking the nutrients and also giving it to my animals and watching them grow. And I mean, I certainly feel a lot better. I actually eat less because I'm getting all the nutrients I need with less food. And I just feel really healthy. With a good diet and the technology from C7 Tech, I'm a different person. I'm happier. I'm less stressed.
It's kind of like the optimum 1-2 punch for somebody to manage their health.
Well, it is. I mean, certainly there's a lot of stress in life. I mean, mentally, emotionally, physically, from the environment, from poor diet. Poor water supply, and I mean this neutralizes it. This supplements it. We feel a lot better.
Well, Doctor, I wanted to thank you for taking the time today and sharing a little bit of information about these sea vegetables. I want to thank you for taking the 6+ years and developing a formula advantageous for all breeds, all species. Is there anything you would like to add before we go ahead and wrap it?
No, I just think that, you know, if people take an interest in themselves and their pets, that they should use these products.
Excellent. We thank you, Doctor, for joining us today. Ladies and gentlemen, Dr. Jeffrey Lee, and lastly, Doctor, if you don't mind, would you please tell us a little bit about your credentials?
Well, I've been a veterinarian for 38 years. I've been a research veterinarian for over 30 years. I was director of research at Harvard UCLA Medical Center. I consult to a lot of institutes and biotech companies. I have a lot of experience in alternative medicine, in acupuncture, homeopathic medicine. Well, actually, this has been the most exciting and most excited I've been in a long time about any products and anything I've been working with. And the beauty of this is, especially with the technology, I mean, it's measurable, and through thermographs, I mean, you can really see a difference. You probably see a difference before we even feel a difference, and it's wonderful. But I also had some training in the Philippines, working with the Negrita tribes on herbal medicine. I got a pretty diverse background.
Excellent, excellent. Well, Doctor, again, we thank you very much for sharing this information with those who are looking for a better lifestyle and a better way to manage that lifestyle for ourselves and our pets. We thank you very much for for joining us today.
You're welcome.
You ain't never come away from the beach, so you better paddle out. I'll tell you what.